name's Mon Skelton, serial entrepreneur, real estate investor laying bricks from the floor. Got methods to help you manage life from its core, with stocks and cryptos, closing deals like a door. Chasing your dream, reaching regions abroad, closing deals and everything you've wanted before. Long as you know what you're doing it for. This is Closed on Mondays, we settle the score.
Welcome to another day of Closed on Monday. Today's episode is going to be pretty much a recap of what I've done last week. And I want to just keep you guys updated with every single move I make, especially if these moves going to be profitable for all of us, you know what I'm saying? So last week recap, Saturday, I've decided to take a class to pretty much stepping outside of my comfort zone. But once I got inside the class, I realized this is my comfort zone because I've been doing this whole time. I just never been certified for it. So today's episode, I would like to talk about Scrum Master. To this day, I'm still learning. It's a continuing education platform or certification of knowledge. So pretty much the Scrum Master certification is like a 2-day long process. I was able to get it done, within 2 days. Once you take the class, I think it's like 16 hours worth of education. You have to finish the class, then you take the test, right? So during this time, I was able to learn a lot about Scrum Master. I knew nothing about it before. I've done a little research on it, maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. It was actually mentioned. It was mentioned by a friend that I should take it. So I was like, usually I don't just jump the gun on things, but I was able to look into it and I seen something and it piqued my interest, you know what I'm saying? So I decided to take it. Not only that it piqued my interest, it's in high demand. It almost like you need these licenses to drive almost, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm already in the industry and I'm doing every single thing that the Scrum Master teach you to do and be certified for. So I was like, you know what? Why not get my certification and be to turn this to if I wanted to turn this to a career and make some profits behind it. It's paying out. It's paying out bukus of money. Bukus of money, but I'm not really just doing it for the money. At the same time, I'm just being honest on that. But it was an investment move for me. The class cost me about $412, but like I said, it was an investment move, maybe a long-term move, not necessarily saying I'm gonna make this move right then and there. But anyways, after this video, I'll definitely drop the link to where I actually paid for the class, and I'll drop a few. No, I'm not gonna drop nobody YouTube channel, but I'll say you have to do your own research to find out a little bit more about the Scrum Master besides the information I'm telling you. So this Scrum Master certification or career path, the only thing you're doing is really being a coach, and you're mentoring your team. That's it. This whole time when I was in the class and this guy was like, you do this, the teacher, he was saying, you'll do this for your team, you'll do that for your team. Honestly, it probably the first 2 hours that went over my head because I'm thinking because I couldn't think like that, can't help but to think like that. But I already got a team, right? I got a few people that's working for me, and the only team I was thinking about was my own team. But he was actually talking about the Scrum team, and I kind of caught that towards the end. Like I said, within the first 2 hours, everything was just soaking it in, But at the same time, you gotta unlearn first, then you relearn. So you gotta forget all the stuff that you already know to receive new information. And we practice Scrum. We practice Scrum using systems, using the little free systems that everybody use, especially those entrepreneurs like Trello, Slack. It's so many ways to use these systems to move the way you're supposed to move while during your Scrum process or your Scrum while working Scrum, I could say. But Scrum means to me, you're pretty much the glue to the operation. You know what I'm saying? You're not a leader. You're a leader. You're not a manager. I'm sorry. You're definitely a leader. You're not a manager, and you really don't tell nobody what to do. The only thing you do is enforce the rules. You tell people this is the rules, and I think we should apply for it. But if you're not going to apply these rules, then That's when you will communicate with the higher people up. But hopefully you're not that person. Hopefully you're not in that position to have to go back and forth with someone about not following the rules or whatnot. But like I said, the Scrum Master position is pretty much a leader position. They call it the true leader, and it's the glue to the whole operation. You have a product manager, a product owner, you have a Scrum Master, and you have a group of developers. You really have three things. I'm sorry. You have a product owner, a Scrum Master, and developer. But you also have stakeholders, which you should always include also. So when you hosting these meetings or attending these meetings, make sure everybody's there. Pretty much, you making sure everybody there. All you doing is observing the meeting, seeing what kind of feedback you can give, and you know what I'm saying, they're gonna ask you questions, so they're gonna be asking you for feedback. If they need any information, if they having a conflict, they're gonna come to the Scrum Master. Pretty much solving problems. That's your only goal, is to solve problems, and you do not have to be tech savvy to do this position. That's the beauty of this role for me, because I'm already tech savvy, and I don't even have to be tech savvy. It's just the icing on the cake for me. It's like I'm already tech savvy. I'm very tech savvy. It's a lot of tools that I can work that I'm sure a lot of people that I know cannot work these tools. I'm not bragging on nothing. I actually had to learn these tools. I had to force myself to learn these tools because I had to make sure the people that I was hiring to use these tools knew what they was doing. So I had to force myself to learn these tools to allow people to use these tools for me. But that's besides the point. Again, as a Scrum Master, you do not have to be very tech savvy. You just got to use your brain the whole time. You're using 90% of your brain, 10% physical. You might just be sending out emails or using the little system that they want you to use, and that's just part of your job. That's not being tech savvy. All those systems that they have out to operate Scrum, it's pretty much, you could pretty much learn that stuff in like 30 minutes. It's like really easy, really easy, common sense. Just can't be scared. You got to be open to using, open to learning, and all that stuff. And as a Scrum Master, your team got to trust you. So you got to come with loyalty. You got to come with loyalty qualities, coaching qualities, and pretty much, like I just said, being a leader, just leading your team to success from each sprint. You know what I'm saying? And once you learn about all of this stuff I'm talking about, the terms like sprint and scrum team and all that stuff, increments, all of that stuff, it will come to you like common sense. Because all that stuff I was listening to, I was hearing at first, I was like, I'm thinking like it was common sense to me, but it wasn't common sense because I got the wrong term for it. So, once you learn that vocab and learn all the terms for this specific role, Scrum Master, you're gonna get it. You're gonna understand the whole concept of Scrum Mastery. But like I said, it only taken 2 days to take the class. The what's the name? The test was free. It came with the $412 that I actually initially invested. But shouts out to my friend Kiana. She actually put me on to this. We was able to take the class together, and not saying she need it right now. Not saying I need it right now, but we both wanted it. So it's something good to have. It's definitely a must have. It's not being talked about enough. And I'm not here to promote it or anything. I'm just giving you a recap of my 2-day weekend. I actually was able to spend a little time with my family, my brother and all that stuff. But and my dad, we had went out the day before. But anyways, that's besides the point. I'm just giving you a recap on my weekend. So do me a favor, Google Scrum Master. And like I said, the information will be down below the word and all that stuff, making sure I'm saying it right. But for the most part, that's what I heard him say. So I'm saying it the exact same way, and it sounds like it looks. So Scrum Master. So Google that and give me some feedback. Maybe you can help me out. Maybe you can tell me something that I don't know, especially to the people that's already into the Scrum Mastery role or in the field of doing Scrum Mastery stuff. This is going to give you a small hint, and I'm going to leave it like that. This position once you get your foot in the door, but this position is paying around 75,000 to 150, and that's and your initial investment is only $412. That's you can't find no education that cheap. But so just a hint. But do it for the money, but also do it for the love of helping people, being a leader. If you're already doing leadership stuff, this is the role for you. So just keep that in mind and be mindful what you sign up for. But just don't jump the gun because I'm telling you this is something good to have. Do your research, or thoroughly research. If you're already, if you feel good with what you're already doing, don't even bother looking at it. Like I said, I'm only here to help a few people, maybe one or two. But if I can help everybody, that's cool too. So have a blessed day, man. I just want to give you guys that recap, and we out.